My name is Sarah Schaefer, gut restoration expert dedicated to helping people restore their gut health by addressing the root causes of digestive issues. I offer a unique blend of nutritional, energetic, and neurological-based approaches that are designed to address a wide range of issues at their root. But my expertise is also gut health, both personally and scientifically. So I've also made it the focus of my clinics, my virtual practice, because gut health is so foundational to our health and well-being. And yet so many people are struggling with their gut. And that's exactly why I created the Gut Mastery program, because there's a huge gap in healthcare when it comes to understanding and properly treating the gut. And I learned that by personal experience. So many people are struggling and feeling lost. Meanwhile, their health and well-being are deteriorating because of it. If you're dealing with stubborn conditions like SIBO or IBS, indigestion, bloating, heartburn, diarrhea, whatever's going on, trust me, I understand how frustrating this can be. I've been there too. And the confusion around what is happening in your gut, as well as why and how to heal, has become completely overwhelming. You know, there's a sea of options out there. There's all kinds of protocols, but it's almost impossible to find solutions that actually work. So I created the Gut Mastery program to cut through that confusion and provide clear, personalized solutions that work on multiple levels and provide the missing link for why so many people just cannot find resolve with their issues. This isn't another, gut health protocol or program. There's so many options out there for that, but all kinds of claims, but this is a transformative system to restore balance, resilience, and vitality through your whole body by addressing a number of underlying factors that you probably don't even know about are affecting your health and preventing you from healing. So this program is designed to get to the root of it, no matter how complex your condition or how challenging it has been up until this point. Now, a bit about me and my story. For over a decade, my gut health was a total disaster, and it finally spiraled into a full-blown health crisis, autoimmune condition, and despite having my PhD in nutrition, and I worked at a research institute at that time that was focusing on microbiome science and gut health and dedicating my career to helping people optimize their health, I was so lost after spending so much money on specialists, tens of thousands of dollars, restrictive diets that were impossible, and countless supplements that, just did not work. My body felt like it was on the verge of collapse. And it was. I was fainting in public, like a lot, lost a ton of weight. And my symptoms were only worsening. And for years and years and years, I existed on just like 5 to 10 foods. I was flying all around, going all around the country. Conventional doctors dismissed my concerns completely, while naturopath and physicians and functional medicine practitioners just put me through endless tests and laboratory tests and protocols that in hindsight were completely ineffective. Now, the true breakthrough came when I finally discovered kinesiology, which uses the body's own energy signals and neurological controls and muscle responses to reveal what's truly needed for healing. And through this, I was able to address a number of root causes that had been contributing to my condition. Underlying infections, things like Epstein-Barr and Lyme's disease, emotional trauma that I hadn't really processed. Trauma, it lives in the body. The body keeps score. So if you don't address some of the emotions and unprocessed emotions, they will, come out as illness. And also spinal misalignment from an accident, things that I didn't even think were affecting my gut. But by addressing these, my gut health completely improved, thank God, But forget all those expensive tests and protocols. Talking to my body, we were finally able to get answers about what was going on and what it needed to heal. Now, even after my gut health stabilized, something was still off. I still lacked the vitality that I once had. And I realized that what was missing was something that is essential to the healing process. I had done all of this work without properly detoxifying the body and restoring cellular strength, which I achieved through deep and targeted nutrition. And this combination brought me to a state where now I feel the healthiest I've ever been. I feel completely in charge of my health. And all of this has become the foundation of the Gut Mastery program so that you can achieve this too. Now, what makes this program so different from anything else you'll find out there and why I believe it works is that it integrates kinesiology techniques so that we can talk to your body and see and easily get to the root cause about what's going on. We also include regenerative detoxification so that we can take the measures to eliminate the cumulative burden of stress that's really creating your symptoms, and cellular healing strategies that are all tailored to your unique needs. So we go far beyond symptom management to tackle the deep underlying issues that are keeping you unwell. Now, for many participants, the program's superfood detox, that system that I use, provides the missing link for their healing, and it works quickly, addressing a number of inflammatory conditions within just a few weeks. Just in this last round of the program, a participant eliminated 30 years of IBS symptoms. This woman had been to so many doctors about her condition. She'd had surgeries. She was completely afraid to leave the house for fear of having an accident. And after just a few weeks in this program, her IBS symptoms were completely gone. She'd lost 20 pounds and regained the confidence to live her life. And that is the goal. Another participant saw complete relief from neuropathy that had resisted years of specialized treatment. And again, in just the first month, all her pain was gone and her quality of life skyrocketed. Her own words. Now, for people with more complex conditions that have advanced into the autoimmune zone, it can take a few more weeks to fully start reversing symptoms, because after we balance out the gut, the focus then shifts to detoxifying the organs and the lymphatic system, which then allows for deeper restoration, and you really start seeing those results that you've been striving for. So how all of this works is over 12 weeks, I guide you step by step through everything I've learned about building strong cellular foundations. And each week focuses on a new angle of health and regeneration, empowering you to heal from the inside out and reconnect with your body. So each week there's a pre-recorded lesson that goes out. There's weekly support calls where you can come get your questions answered and get specific guidance and address any roadblocks that you're hitting. And there's 3 one-on-one sessions where we really dig deep into your specific situation. Now, the 30-day detoxification with the superfoods is included in the price, but you may also need to extend that into 60 or even a 90-day protocol, just based on your own case. But we're going to hear from a client who's just wrapping up the first round of the Gut Mastery protocol now. So I'm going to bring her on and she can talk to you about her experience. All right. So thank you for joining. Carmen is a client that's just wrapping up in the first launch of the Gut Mastery program. I wanted to share her story. I'd mentioned it briefly, but she can give a lot more detail about what her experience was like with the program. So go ahead, Carmen's.
My pleasure, and absolutely. So I came on board. The biggest thing I had going on was peripheral neuropathy. I had this intense pain in both of my hands, burning sensation. It wasn't intermittent. It was constant. I was in tears all day long. I felt like my life was like ending. I'm 60 years old. I had just retired, and I had been to neurologists, all kinds of doctors. Everybody just wants to put you on pills. And I wasn't going to have that because that wasn't going to fix anything. I really wanted to get down to the root cause and not just put a Band-Aid on something that would then cause other issues to come up. So I heard about Dr. Sarah, And I started with the program. And let me just say that I didn't consider myself a bad eater. I'm a foodie. I love really good food. I love to cook. But I had no idea that I was not feeding my body on a cellular level at all. Like I was, because I was constantly craving, even though I cooked good food and I ate really well at home and stuff, I was constantly craving junk food and I didn't understand why and all of this stuff. And doing Dr. Sarah's program, the education that I got was paramount. I mean, I've been into health my entire life, but nobody has sat down and really given me information that I can understand and that is relatable to my everyday life like she has. And all of the coaching regarding nutrition and lifestyle just completely started to turn around. My hands, and I didn't mention my feet were also part of the whole neuropathy thing. It was very difficult for me to walk. What I noticed the first month, the first thing that I noticed was I stopped craving junk food. And as I started doing her program and using the Purium products in particular, I really noticed the difference regarding feeding my body on a cellular level. The pain in my hands started going away until by the second month, it was completely gone. And I had been in severe pain 24 hours a day for well over a year and had gone to see, I don't know how many people. I mean, short of me going to the Amazon and doing a voodoo stuff thing, I had tried just about everything. And 2 months into it, my pain had completely vanished and I couldn't believe it because it was almost like watching my hair grow. I just woke up one day and went, wait a minute, I'm not in any pain anymore and I can walk and my feet are fine. And it's remained that way. It hasn't come back. I've also had migraines for, oh my God, that's been for like the last 15 years. The migraine situation, I feel, was a bit more complicated. I am to the point where I now recognize, let me explain the migraine. To get to this point, what happened with me was I was in so much pain, I couldn't really focus on anything else emotionally, spiritually, energetically. And I know I'm a complete human being and it isn't just one thing. But with the amount of pain I was in, I couldn't access any tools or anything. And so when I got out of pain, I was able then to go emotionally into my body. The sessions that Sarah had, in addition to her twice a week calls, we had one-on-one sessions with her, and the energetic work that she did and all of the tools with frequency and sound and all of this stuff, I was able actually to connect with it because I was able to be out of pain first. And man, if you're in pain, I don't care how many tools people throw at you, you can't really focus on anything. I couldn't, no yoga, no this, no that, nothing. And I knew that my headaches were more complicated and I needed to do emotional work and everything, but I couldn't get to that place to deal with the migraines until I was out of pain. And her program got me to this place where I could actually start feeling my body. And instead of thinking about things and, just reading information and coming from this knowledge-based thing, I was able to absorb things viscerally. I was able to bring things up emotionally that I knew were causing issues with my migraines. And my migraines have subsided, incrementally. I don't get them nearly as often as I did. They are super mild if I get them. And I'm able now to work emotionally instead of being so much in my head, which is the thing with me and the migraines, is I felt disconnected from my body physiologically because of the pain I was in. And her program, I don't know how to explain this, but I read a lot. I knew a lot of stuff, and it isn't about what I knew or the knowledge. It was the ability to absorb it and apply it physically in my life, practically in my life, and the whole feeling bit. I am not divorced from my body anymore. And before I was in my head or I was in pain. And I feel like I am becoming more and more whole in my experience. I feel vibrant, alive, and I credit this program because that is the one thing that I did that got me there quickly. Because man, 3 months after everything I've been through for so many years is super quick. And I'm going to continue doing this because there's no way I'm going back to how I was. I'm feeling like I am a whole human being again, and I am not disjointed. And that's amazing. That's just amazing. So thank you.
Thank you for that. And I commend your ability to show up for it, because that was everything. So, you're the kind of person I'm putting this out there for, because you're ready to make those changes, and you definitely showed up. So you got your results, and, it's just about, detoxifying the body and restoring cellular strength. And
yes, that was one thing too that I forgot to mention, the detoxification piece. I really think that was, I didn't realize that all those bugs and parasites and stuff, it hijacks you, and so getting rid of all of that, you have more of you available to actually show up to do what you need to do to be healthy. And I had no idea, until I started the process. So that was a big deal. Super big.
Yeah. It's never necessarily one thing. It's, I talk about root causes, but it's not always the parasites making you sick. It's the cumulative everything.
Right.
So, just emptying that stress bucket.
Yes, ma'am. So thank you.
Well, thank you for that amazing testimonial. It was amazing. Perfect timing. So, and I, appreciate everything, and the way you showed up, and just ongoing support you'll have from me. So thank you. And I know I'll talk to you soon. So I'll,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 7 p.m.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
I knew that.
Okay.
All right.
All
well, have a
right.
good evening, and thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. So there you have it. The Gut Mastery Program is your opportunity to end the cycle of pain and confusion. It's personalized, holistic, and proven to deliver life-changing results. So enroll today and make 2025 the year you reclaim your health and vitality.